Ladies and gentlemen, it's David Hall here, founder and chief executive of the Idea Centre, and here to share with you an idea generation technique called Synectics. Now, broadly speaking, there are two types of techniques for driving the creative process. One is based around metaphors and the other is based around random provocation. And in the metaphor category, you'll find things like superheroes, bionics, brain sketching. Within random provocation, most of the techniques are a form of this thing called Synectics, which is a term that is derived from two Greek words and means joining dissimilar things together, and hence the provocation. Now, each metaphor-based technique provides a different structure for generating what we call intermediate impossibles. They're both novel and useless. They can be bonkers, ridiculous, outrageous, but they would definitely solve the problem if only they were possible. What we then do is find the key characteristics that make each solution work, and then find a solution in the real world that has the same set of characteristics, i.e. is both novel and useful. The Synectics approach is something really quite different. We have a problem that is based within the world of what is, and within there we have a whole range of useful ideas that we've tried to use to solve the problem but which have failed. And clearly what we need to do is to inject some novel thinking to break free from that world of what is. And to access that novelty, we use a random stimulus, completely removed from that world of what is, completely unrelated to the problem in any way whatsoever. And typically that random thing can either be an image, a picture of anything whatsoever that is unrelated to the organisational context, or some completely random object. And here we've got a tin of beans, for example, completely unrelated to the company, unless of course they're manufacturers of baked beans. And let's assume that's not the case. Now, the idea here is that random provocation, that random thing, provides the source of novelty. There will be something within that random provocation that will generate a completely fresh, i.e. novel perspective on how to solve the problem in the real world. The individual is encouraged to immerse themselves in that image or that object and then look at the problem from the perspective of that image or object. And that fresh perspective gives you an idea that is both novel, derived from either the image or the object, and useful because it's forced you to look at the real world from that different perspective. It's an excellent technique, and we will provide case studies on both the image-oriented approach, which we refer to as visual synectics, and the object-oriented approach, which we tend to call physical synectics.